Hi, I'm Reese from the Care Company. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. Now we're just doing a follow-on video from the previous video, which is all about dog engagement. So if you've not watched that one, go back quickly and watch that video. But if you want to know more about how to get your dog to recall, then watch this video, because today we're going to go through step by step how to build up a better recall with your dog at home. So we're out here today in a nice, warm, sunny field with the wind blowing, which is actually carrying a lot of smell. So we're going to have to work very hard to get your dog's attention and make sure the recall is solid. Now we're out here with Poppy. Poppy's our 1-year-old fox red Labrador. Now she's had a really good recall, but it has dipped and peaked and dipped and peaked throughout our 1-year life. Now we're still working hard to make sure the recall is solid, but you've got to work on it when you're out with your dog to make sure the recall is strong. Now what we're going to do just now, Poppy's in the sit position. I'm going to kneel down, crouch, and just start to throw treats away so that she goes to the treat and then looks at me to come back, and we're starting to build up that engagement and the reward drive as she comes back to recall. Now we're not going to use any sort of recall words at this point, so she doesn't actually associate the recall. She just starts to learn that repetition of coming back looking for a little treat. So we've got a little treat. Look at this. Go on then. She picks up the treat and she comes back again. Now she knows that I've got a nice bag of treats here. Go on then. But we're just building up that recall of her coming back to me, knowing that she's going to get something nice. She doesn't even really have to sit. We don't have to wait too much. But she does start to learn that coming back to me equals good. And that's what we want, isn't it? Now, as we walk along here, there's other dogs as well. This is a perfect training opportunity to work on getting your dog's attention and ignoring other dogs. And Poppy's doing a pretty good job with it, but I'm going to have to keep an eye on her if she keeps an eye on that dog. She looks at me, she thinks she's getting a little treat, put it up so her bum sits down, off you go. Now we're going to transition away to a little bit more of an active, see, she notices that other dog, so I've got to work on her attention. Poppy, look at this, look at this. Come back, come back. So that is why we have a long line on here. So I can just apply a little bit of pressure just to get her attention away from that dog and back on me via this treat. Look at that. She's looking at me. She wants a treat. I'm going to throw it in the opposite direction of the dog. And then she's just using the long line to just bring her back to me. Come on. Actually, good girl. A little bit of fussing as well. Good girl. So what we're doing there is there's a dog over there that looks really interesting, looks really fun, but I want to be more fun. Before we can even start doing this recall, I've got to make sure that all eyes are on me, as Tupac once said. Good girl. So we're going to just step away over here. Come on in. And every time she looks at me for something interesting, she's going to get a nice little reward. Come on in. So she starts to think that I'm the most fun, I'm the most interesting thing in this park. Good girl. Even though there's fox poo, there's rabbit poo, there's other dogs. Come on in. She knows that I'm the most interesting thing and the best smelling thing. Good girl. Come on then. Now there's something nice smelling there, but I'm going to work hard. Go on then. Come on then. And she keeps coming back at me. The more repetition you can build up on your dog, going away and coming back to you, the better the recall is when you start using these command words. Good girl. Come on then. Go on then. Now I'm not too bothered about her getting a little bit more excited and maybe bouncing up and little jumping up, because what we want to do is get the energy levels high, go on then, when we're doing these training sessions. Now I feel that we've built up a good bond, a good bit of rapport with each other. I'm going to start to formalize this recall a little bit. So I'm going to get her to sit by just raising my hand. I don't even have anything in it. Raising my hand, telling her to wait, and we'll do wait in another video. Wait. I'm not going to go too far. I'm going to make sure that she sees the treat. She sees it. I'm going to call her name and say come. And then when she comes to me, she gets to the treat. It's that simple. Poppy, come. Oh, she's a good girl. Well done. Now, when she comes to begin with, I'm not even going to bother about her sitting down straight away. We could do that in a later video. But when our attention's away, this is the time to strike. We call her name, we say come, we've got the treat ready. Poppy, come, Poppy, come. And if you smell something strong, you give a little pull on the long line just to engage that dog brain. Away then. This is where your long line comes massively in handy when you're doing this sort of training. So she's moved to the long line, or she's coming back to me already, so she gets that reward. She gets that reward because we want to build that up naturally. I didn't even have to tell her to come back to me. She sees somebody over there, but she wants to come to me. Poppy, come. And as we start to just draw her in, we'll start to build up those command words, Poppy, come, Poppy, come. But we don't want to overuse it so that the dog becomes desensitized to it. So we'll take a treat because she's right beside me. She thinks she wants to stay with me. And we'll put it over there. And then she'll come back to me, Poppy, come. Good girl. And we just naturally start to build it up. Now what I'm going to show you is what you can actually get to once you've trained your dog completely for a good recall. So Poppy's actually been trained to do this. Let's see if it works. Poppy, wait. Wait. Now I don't have to put my hand in my pocket because she knows she's going to get a treat. Poppy, come. Raise the hand so the bum goes down. Teach a bit of manners, bit of politeness. Takes it gently. She looks at me. She should be looking at me. Waiting for the command. She's just going to do something first. Then she gets the command, away, Poppy, away. And that's where you can get to if you really focus on recall when you're out doing your dog's training sessions. So we're going to call it quits on that training session because she's done remarkably well. Now, you probably can't tell, but it's a really strong wind today, which means that the smells off the fields are coming in from miles away. So when you're out with a dog and it's windy and your dog's starting to air scent, that's because the smells from the fields or somewhere else is coming in. So you have to work twice as hard to make sure that you're getting that active engagement. Poppy's worked incredibly hard. It's a little bit sunny. We're going to call it quits and go get some water. But if you've enjoyed this video in any way or had any sort of benefit from it, if you can give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, it really helps us out moving forward. And we're going to do more dog training video content, both on YouTube and Instagram. But if I don't see you throughout the week, enjoy your week and have a great walk with your dog.